What's going on, Diablo 4 players? Thought I'd make a short video of what I think is the best all-around speed farm build of the season in regards to hordes, pits, dungeons, and hell tides. And yes, it is our old friend, the Lightning Spear. We got one wave left on this horde. I have had terrible picks. This is just a little sixer. I have only missed one, not been able to fight Bartok one time using this build. So this is our last wave. We got a chaos wave. Let's see if we get it. Oh, we'll get it. This build just instantly deletes everyone that comes in. Like, don't get me wrong, like ball lightning is good, but this one you can just stand right here. Lightning spears do the rest, and they are still hitting billions. I've had a couple 500 billion hit. It is still very strong and a viable even pit pushing. I mean, you're not gonna do any crazy numbers, but if you want to speed farm 79s in less than a minute, easy. Max pit I've done with this one is 110. I haven't really pushed it too hard, and my gear is not the best because I just threw it together because I wanted a better farming build. And this is what I got. I have a focus that's bricked. So yeah, so there is still more damage to be gained over here. And we easily made that thanks to that last Chaos Rift. I think we would have made it regardless, but that definitely helped. Alright, let's go fight this guy and probably get nothing, because that's been my luck this season. The bossing is okay. I mean, you can see we still took Bartok down pretty easy. Two of them. Nice. Let's see what we got. Yep. Yeah, nothing good. That's been my season right there. But it's all good. All right, we will do a quick pit 79. I'll showcase how quick this actually can. If you want to do some XP farming, you can just use your imagination on how quick you can clear a dungeon. It is very fast, and I think, in my opinion, a better farming build than ball lightning. I know you got your necro bone splinters and stuff like that, but in terms of speed and outside of the hordes, like, nah, this thing takes I think it's got the crown. With the right map, you can just absolutely fly through this thing. Alright. So we slowed down a bit there, but let's see if we can make up for it. Do the little square. I kind of messed this run up, but you can see it just absolutely tears through people. What you do is you do cast Spark every once in a while just to get that extra 20% bonus from the Chaos Power. This was actually a slow run. We'll get it done. So I don't know if y'all are noticing that little, I don't know, ooh, what a bonus. Ooh, a little shroudy. Alright, makes up for the, give me a good amulet and then we'll really be even. Alright. Yeah, what I was saying, that was very unexpected. Oh, the little frost blast around my boots every time you evade. We'll do a little gear breakdown. I'll explain what's kind of happening there and what is kind of activating. Alright, let's get into the gear real quick. Like I said, I threw this together so my gear is nowhere near perfected in any way. So, we got the Shaco. I was not able to get any this season with the GA on cooldown. Just not in my... it's not in the cards. So I double hit it. It's working just fine because we got a couple other pieces of gear that also provide cooldown. Shroud, typically want the all stats. I got a double hit, perfectly happy with it. Next is going to be the Crown Illusion. Again, double hit on cooldown, more than enough. Fist of Fate, I triple actually hit this one to attack speed. I guess I'll cover the runes right there. So we're using Nagu Ohm, and then on the top one we're using Cervex. For the boots, this is very important, so you need to make sure that the attacks reduce evades cooldown by 1.5 seconds. If you don't have this, you're not going to be able to permanently evade unless you throw on some flicker steps, but then your damage is going to go down a little bit. And then you want to temper on evade cooldown reduction, and then I just threw 3 to static discharge. But where those little ice blasts are coming from, that's the frosty strides aspect. So it's well below 60, which with the chaos perks, we're at a sliver of health. Evades freeze close enemies and deals X amount of cold damage and make them vulnerable for 3 seconds. Next, we'll get into the weapon. I'm using a sword just for the critical strike damage, and I had a 2 GA on it, so I got intel critical strike damage. And then also the resources. You could pretty much throw anything on there. It's alright. And then Temperon Lightning Spear and chance for Lightning Spear to deal double damage. I actually got lucky. I triple hit that thing. And for the aspect, we are using the Storm Swell, so that's whenever Ice Armor is active, which it's permanently up due to your evading, you are doing 35% increased damage. Now over here is the focus that I completely bricked. I got familiar damage on there. I didn't double hit, triple hit anything. I was tired of spending money on it, and I gotta get a new one anyway, so I wasn't gonna remaster work it. But GA just on intelligence is just fine. Where familiar damage is right there, you want lightning spear damage, then you want to try to triple hit the chance for lightning spear to deal double damage. Like I said, there's still more damage, and I've had some hits up to 550 billion with this build, so it is pretty strong as well. And the aspect is the aspect of shedding blades. For the ring, you also want attack speed. I think with the Fist of Fate and a GA'd attack speed, you don't need to triple hit it. Critical strike chance is just fine on there as well. Then the Galvanic Azurite. You kind of want... I double hit cooldown just because I want to make sure I'm maxed out on the teleport. But you want to get the most into convulsions. I wasn't messing around with it and tried to re-roll it a couple times, and just, I don't know. Master working for me this season hasn't been the best. And then to the amulet. So I put the aspect of splintering energy just for the extra bonus on it. I had the GA on glass cannon, tempered on primordial binding. You want to put everything into primordial binding if you can. I double hit it with the last one on glass cannon, perfectly fine. Then you want to temper evade cooldown reduction and lightning spear damage, and then the splintering energy for the lightning spears. We'll go over the Merc real quick. So for the Mercenary, we're using Subo for that critical strike damage right here. For the reinforcement, we're using Varyana for the Bloodthirst. Just gives us a little more attack speed, movement speed. Really cap us out there. For the Chaos powers. So this one's interchangeable. So if you're going to ever do any like speedrun pits, I recommend using a Beast Cornered. As long as you're okay with having a sliver of life. I mean, you're permanently up on your ice armor, so as long as that activated, you're going to be just fine. I like it, the damage. You could tell the damage increase from it, but if you're not comfortable with that, or if you're dying, or if your mana is decreasing, just swap over to Mana Shield, and you'll still be able to run all T4 content, no problem. All right, next is going to be Mard Guard, so that's what's actually taking us below that 50% line, and also permanently activating the aspect on our boots, the Frosty Strides. That also coincides with Hoarfrost, so we're getting a little extra damage from that because it does have a chance to freeze the enemies. And then we're going to go Mana Infused Conjurations. Obviously, we are using Lightning Spear, and it is a conjuration, so Next is going to be explosive combinations. So this is just every time you're teleporting, every 3 or 4 times, just cast spark, just to get that 20% increased in damage. I will have the build planner linked in the description, so I will make this quick. It kind of follows the same path as a normal lightning spear and or ball lightning build, so adjusting it's not very hard or different from what you're probably playing right now if you are playing a Sorc this season. So that's it right there. No big changes to it. I'll do a quick one for the starter board. We're going to use Conjurer. Gives you a lot of intelligence points in here. For the second board, you're going to use Ceaseless Conduit, and here we are putting Invocation to snag all the nodes for that. Next board over here will be Frigid Fate with Eliminator. This also gives you a ton of extra bonus points into intel, so max all those out here. Next board will be Elemental Summoner. And right here we're throwing Destruction. Grab all those Dexterity nodes, increase your critical strike damage. All these other ones down here aren't really important. You could even, if you're short on Paragon points, you can even take some of these out right here. I just had extra. I should probably throw them into Intelligence, which I actually might. And last board is going to be Enchantment Master, and we're going to have Tactician. Just give us a couple extra bonuses to elites and stuff like that. Good node, and that should about do it. If you have any questions on this build, please let me know in the comments. Like I said, if you do die, which you shouldn't as long as you're holding down ice armor, swap over to Mana Shield. That's the only change that I would make. Other than that, you can just zip around, not worry about anything, and just kill everything. That should about do it. Hey, I appreciate all the support on the previous video. I have a shred video. We were able to just clear a pit 125. It was not a struggle, but it kind of was, so I'll be dropping that video as well. Also cooking up a pretty sweet Meteor Sorc build. Now that thing is flashy. That is gonna be a sick build. I think y'all like that too. But really appreciate all the support. Y'all are awesome. Until next time, we'll see ya.